Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. It is so great to see you. I know it is Friday, which is like my favorite day of the week. Maybe you know why, because we've got a weekend coming up here in Boston. It is like the most nice, beautiful springtime weather. We've got a little bit of sun, we've got the lilacs out. So I hope wherever you are in the world, you're having a wonderful, wonderful day. Thank you all for coming. We are in a very special mood today because it is Wanderful's 13th birthday. Yes, we made it. We are teenagers now. We made it into teenage life. I'm like so thrilled to be able to experience all of the teenage angst that comes into being in this phase in our community. But we're having a birthday party today. So before we get into slides and before we get started, we have videos to share. We have testimonials. I see some people from our community that have come into the back end. So hi, Brittany, welcome. Everyone else, we have some really good stuff today. But the most important thing that we can do first is have you all get to know each other in the chat. So, and I love this. Oh my gosh, you're already so good. You're already doing it, which is so great. So go ahead and drop in the chat where you are in the world. That's like my favorite thing to see. And then also I'd love to know, are you already a member? Are you already part of the Wanderful community? Or are you new? Are you thinking like, oh, this is something that I wanted to experience and learn more about? I want to use this as an opportunity to celebrate 13 years of sisterhood, but then also for people who are new, to give you a better understanding of who we are, what we do, what our membership community entails, what you get out of it. And we even have, even though it's our birthday, we have some special giveaways for all of you at the end of this. So all of you who are new and coming into the community, we have some like special offers. So I want to be able to use this time to do a little bit of all of those things and learn more about you, tell you more about us, have you meet some of our members, show you some videos. So go ahead and drop in the chat where you're tuning in from in the world. And if you're already a Wanderful member or if you're new, and let's see some of the people that are coming in, because I want to look at this live. So it's been wonderful to be part of this global community. It's a delight for me to be facilitating the monthly midlife meetup. Yes, Damaris, I know it's you, even though I don't see your face in here. This initiative was supposed to last just 3 months, and now we're celebrating 2 years. Can you believe it? Wow, how time has flown. Looking forward to keeping this initiative going. Damaris, I like totally rely on you to leave like a long, beautifully written comment. That's it's so amazing. I love this. What part of Boston? I am in Jamaica Plain. Yeah, actually the JP Roxbury line. So that's where I live and where Wanderful is based out of. And love Boston. We've also got California in the house. Welcome, welcome. Let's see what else. Home base NYC, but tuning in from Vegas. Nice, Damaris. Super awesome. Kyla's here from Phoenix, Arizona. Plenty of sunshine and smiles. I love Wanderful Woman for 4 months now. Welcome back. Welcome to the live stream. Thanks for being here. We've got Brooklyn, New York in the house as well. You're on the Wanderful email list, which is so great. You're experiencing your first WITS in Chattanooga. Yes. Oh my gosh, we get to meet you there. It's going to be so fun. Chattanooga is going to be great. We were just talking to them. I hear it's like 85 degrees there, which if you're in New York, then you and I were both like, we have a little bit of stress from the heat from this past week. So get ready. We've got heat coming back. Erin lives in Oman. Welcome, Erin. Thank you for being here and signing up and joining us today. Oh my gosh, this is great. The chat is going wild. This is absolutely how I want this to be. We want wild chat. We want you all meeting each other. We want you all connecting with each other. So even if I can't respond to all the comments in time, I still want you to respond to each other and to connect and share stories and chat. Thank you, Eileen. Happy birthday from Eileen. We've got from the Coast Bend of South Texas. Rockport, Texas is in the house. Bowie, Maryland, also in the house. Been in the community for 5 years. Maria, my gosh, it's already been 5 years. That's like amazing to me. Meredith's tuning in from NYC, also coming to WITS next week. Oh my gosh, this is so fun. Roxy's in Central Florida. Okay, I could literally read these all day, but we actually have things that we need to do. So everyone keep commenting, and we're going to jump into some of the slides and some of the storytelling and do a little bit of celebrating and do a little bit of, God, I wish I had I should have brought next year I'm going to bring champagne and a cake, and I'm going to eat it all in front of you and do a toast, because that's what we do on our birthday is we just eat cake and toast each other. In the meantime, let's get some of this started, because I want to show you some of the really neat stuff that's happening in our community these days. Oh, I don't like it where it doesn't show my face. Hold on. I want to like make this a little bit nicer. If you don't know me, okay, here I am. I'm like tiny on the side. I'll make myself bigger. If you don't know me and you haven't seen this like wild and completely out of this world energy, welcome to my life. My name is Beth. I'm the founder and CEO of Wanderful. I started Wanderful as a travel blog. I actually started the blog in 2009. The 13th birthday comes from, it really took us 4 years to even create a business entity. We were writing and sharing stories of women traveling the world for 4 years. And I was living overseas. I was in my early 20s. I was kind of experiencing what it was to be a woman for whom the world is her home and who wants to travel and see so much of it. And then down the line, I ended up going to business school. This is like the long story, but I'll keep it short. And while I was in business school, was like, oh my gosh, this blog and this community that we've created could actually be a business. A year after that, I left my job, did this full time, and here we are today. I mean, it's been such a journey, but one that I would not give back for anything. It's really been super cool. And it's really hard to believe, honestly, that we are like fully into the teenage years now, because every time I think about it, it feels like both, a long-standing business that's been here forever and like a tiny little baby infant that that we just started and is always changing and always evolving, which in some ways I think is what it feels like to be a teenager. If you remember being 13 and feeling like you are both new and old in the world at the same time, that is the phase that we're in now. So thrilled to have all of you here. Thank you for being here. I gave you a little bit of an overview of what you can expect today. We're going to talk about a little bit about the community and who we are. We're going to share some memories. We have this really great new video that we created with some of the stories and some of people's favorite memories of being in the Wanderful communities. We'll share that. We're going to talk about membership for those of you who are new. And even if you're not new, if you're an existing member, I'd love for you to drop in the comments and share some of your favorite things out about membership. We will have a chance for some of our existing members to come on into the live stream. I see them all coming into the back. I love this. Thank you. Yay, Nayla's here. Thank you for being here. So we'll have like some live coming in. We'll do some like guest. I'll be like, I don't know who does that. Like I'll be like the daily talk show hostess coming in and like saying hello to new members or to existing members, telling their stories. And then we're going to do a special offer at the end for anyone who is new to the community who wants to come and join us. We've got some really cool stuff coming your way. Oh, this is okay. I have to share this one on the screen because this is my favorite. I took out Wonder Woman audiobook from the library and just started listening to it today as part of prepping for the summit. You are the person who always did her homework. I love that about you. That's amazing. I hope you love the book. It's so cool. Tell me everything. If you didn't like it, don't say anything though when we see each other. Just keep it quiet. Okay, so who is Wanderful? We start as a travel blog. We're like all these women sharing our stories around the world. But what is it today? So today, Wanderful is a leading network of women travelers and travel content creators. And I also want to add into this travel entrepreneurs, because what we're finding is this shift from loving traveling to wanting to share your stories about your experiences in the world and your advice, to then actually monetizing and building a business out of that. So what we're seeing is this really cool trajectory from our community of women who are so deeply embedded into the world around them that then it starts to become a pastime, a hobby, something that they do on the side, and then into like a full-on career. So that's really, we create this beautiful ecosystem for them to help one another all throughout that journey. And that's what we do. We're on this mission to change the face of travel, because women make a huge amount of travel decisions from the consumer side. But then if you look at who's leading the travel industry, who is represented in travel, it's not a lot of women, and it's not a very wide diversity of women. So that's really something that we try to do, both in terms of connecting women together, but also advocating for a better industry. So to kind of break that down, here's a few of the things that we have. We have this really cool online member hub that's powered through Mighty Networks. There's 3,800 members in there right now. We also do in-person local hubs. We have like dozens of hubs all around the world that meet up in person. We go on not even annual. We do like 3 a year now. We go on group trips together. We have global meetups. And then on the bottom are some of our most recent initiatives. I'm like about to sneeze, so if I do, you'll have to forgive me. The one on the bottom left is WITS. That's our annual creator summit. WITS is almost as old as Wanderful has been existing. We launched our first one in 2014. So WITS will be a teenager next year. We'll get to have our crotchety teenager time next year. The Bessie Awards were launched a few years after that. That's an award show that honors women of impact and brands that are helping women around the world. And then maybe within the last couple of years, we launched the Woman-Owned Map, which is the first mobile-friendly interactive map where you can find and visit women-owned businesses wherever you go in the world. So really, really cool platform that we're continuing to build as we find more women-owned businesses. Whenever you drop into a new place, you can be like, I want to only go and support a bunch of women-owned businesses. Where can I go? And it'll show you like restaurants, accommodations, things to do, shopping. So really super neat. But there's a lot of stuff that we do. Stuff is a thing. But at the end of the day, I think that the thing that really is the heart of Wanderful is our community. That's where we've always come from. Even when we first started just writing and sharing our stories, the community was what brought us together, right? It was this collective understanding of what it means to be a woman in the world and wanting to share that with someone else. And so whether it was, I don't know if you all remember like the comments section of a blog, right? Blogging was not just like monologuing. There was like lots of commenting that would happen. That was community. Then we started having Facebook groups. Then we started doing in-person meetups. That has always been the core of what we do, is women connecting and helping women. So I think even though there's a lot of products and services and programs that fit underneath the umbrella of Wanderful, at the end of the day, what this is about is helping create lifelong connections between women who love to travel. Okay, so now, I have to take a peek at the comments before I keep going because there's some good stuff. Also, I saw Natasha join. Hi, Natasha. Now there's a crowd. There are hordes of people. This is like me, my husband says that I like sometimes, what is the word? I don't know, say too much. Anyway, crowds of people behind us and waiting to come in, but I'm going to show you this video first. So in the chat, on a Roman audiobook, where in Italy? Oh, good. You're all talking with each other. That makes me so happy. Okay, perfect. So we just have, I'm going to switch to this really great video. It talks a little bit, it's really mostly it's storytelling and testimonials. It's not much of a like talk at you kind of video. It's not like an explainer video, but this is something Betty Jones, who actually did our video at WITS KC back in Kansas City when we were there a few years ago. She's been creating a couple of fun videos for us. And this is one, it's our new testimonial video. It includes videos from all sorts of things we've done over the years, as well as testimonials over the years with some of our members sharing their favorite parts of membership. So rather than me just like continuing to describe this video for you, let me go ahead and get it going. I'm going to open up YouTube so that you can see it. And I'm going to put it full screen so you can see it even better. And we're going to watch it from here.
Wanderful is an international community of women travelers, travel content creators, and entrepreneurs.
I love Wanderful community because I always learn something new.
Everyone's just welcoming. You can be yourself authentically, and you know that everyone's going to have your back.
It's like a big hug, and they're so welcoming and so kind.
Being in person with amazing women that also love to travel is life-changing.
It's nice to finally have a group of people that I can talk to, that they don't think you're nuts when you say I'm going to Western Mongolia to go to the Eagle Festival.
The most impactful moment I think I have experienced with Wanderful is sharing my experiences to encourage women to travel solo.
Back in my country, I think there's still like a resistance or fear to travel. I just also want to show my Latina community and Mexicans to start exploring the world.
A wonderful experience that really made an impact on me was the first time that I actually joined the Philly chapter. I'd only been in Philly for like 2 months, and just knowing that people were like ready to welcome you with open arms. I met some of my closest friends in Philly there.
The vision is to create a world where you cannot land in any city without having instant access to a woman who can help you out.
The Wanderful community is great because it doesn't necessarily have to be just where you are, and it doesn't have to be just a trip.
You can be anywhere in the world and come across a wonderful sister and feel at home.
I feel like I fit. This is my tribe.
With her disability, Friedrich's ataxia, she has been welcomed by the wonderful people.
I really love this place.
Whether you're a prolific traveler and you've been to every country in the world, or you really are just kind of going to get your feet wet and figure out what it's about, there's a really amazing community for you.
It's community and it's fellowship of brilliance together. It's just a celebration of us. I love that.
If you're one of those I need a sign type of people, this is your sign.
Do you want to have great experience, lifelong memories? Just do it.
Now I have a sisterhood at home and in the world.
What did you think? Wasn't that so great? I love, oh no, wait, where did I go? Put me back here. I love that video. I thought it was such a nice manifestation of what we're all about. That was me talking in New York. There's also footage of people from Puerto Rico when we did WITS there. I see a lot of people that are in the chat that are coming to WITS next week. So, and if you don't know what WITS is, stay tuned. We're going to talk a little bit about it. So really good stuff. And yeah, I get to see it now live on YouTube. Yeah. Fellowship of Brilliance. I know, it was so good. It was so good. Okay. So for those of you who don't know what membership is, I want to go through this. And for those of you who already are members, this is a really great opportunity for you to share and kind of tag along and jump in and share some of the things that you have found really valuable to yourself too, because there is only so much that I can talk about. I can kind of give some of the top things, but sometimes people join for a very specific reason, right? Like you'll be like, I really love being able to connect with people locally when I travel somewhere, or I really love this particular mastermind that has been really helpful to me. So I'm not going to go through all of it, but I'm going to go through some of it. And everyone else who's an existing member, go ahead and let us know in the chat what's been the best part for you. But as I mentioned, Wanderful, so our membership community has not been here the whole time Wanderful has existed. We actually launched membership. If you want like the real story, we actually launched membership during COVID. It was just before COVID started. It was in the fall of 2019 is when we really launched it. And it had done okay, it was fine. We'd always wanted to have like an online space where we could gather that wasn't just like a Facebook group, that was our own space. And what was very interesting, and I think a lot of you understand and identify with this, is that when COVID happened and when things started to shut down, that was a hard time for a lot of people and a lot of travel businesses. But what was very interesting is that while a lot of the real life stuff that we were really facing was kind of coming to a grinding halt, our membership community actually grew because there were so many people who suddenly missed travel and just wanted to connect. And I think that was when we realized how important these moments of connections are, really human to human connections to support each other and help each other and feel like you're traveling even when you can't, for whatever reason that is, or be connected when you are traveling. And so that's when membership really took off. So it's been going on now for about 6 years. And over the journey has evolved. So we have 3 different membership levels. The traveler membership level is accessible to everyone. We do all sorts of programming for women who love to travel. Then there's the creator level, that's for content creators, and the entrepreneur level is for when you're building your business. And to give you like a quick look at this, and I'm actually going to take myself out of the screen just so that you can see it a little bit better. When you join as a traveler member, you get access to, we have this app that you can download. It's powered through Mighty Networks. You get 24/7 access to that. That also has this really great like digital content library and special deals and discounts and the ability to find people based on geographically where you are, which is really cool. So if you're like traveling to a new place, you can actually go to the Discover Near Me section and find like who lives in that place that you're traveling to, who might be able to show you around and help you out. We do all sorts of virtual events and meetups. We have, as Damaris mentioned earlier, we have this really cool midlife travel meetup. We have a solo travelers meetup. We do a 60 plus travelers meetup. We host a number of trips. I'll share a couple of those coming up that we do in small group, a lot of them supporting women-owned business. And of course, we have local IRL experiences. We have local chapters all around the world that you can get together. Our LA hub is always doing stuff. They're always having brunch somewhere. Our Boston hub, we just went to the Barbie restaurant last night. That's like a thing that's moving from city to city in the US. It was so fun. Just a chance to really connect with people in person and have that like IRL moment. Okay, and then this is the trips that we have coming up. So in the fall, in October, we're actually going on, this is something that is only a wonderful thing as far as I know. We created this. It's called a global meetup. We basically pick a place and we all descend upon that place together. And we book a block at a hotel. We plan all these different activities to do together. We have a couple things that we do as a full group. So we'll do a welcome happy hour on Thursday. And then we do an experience together. So in this case, we're all going to the International Balloon Fiesta together. So your ticket involves like the happy hour and then like the excursions out to the Balloon Fiesta. And then we have these community-led activities throughout the weekend. So some people are taking people for jewelry making and other people are taking people for an Instagram tour around downtown. And some people are taking people out to the hot springs and we're kind of like going to this place together. So oh, you're saying, okay, let me know. Somebody just said that they're not seeing anything. The screen is all blue. So let me know if you're also experiencing that. Because if you are, I can try to like share my screen again. Why don't I minimize and see if that helps as well? But go ahead and drop in the chat if you all are having that experience too or not. So that's what's coming up in October, our International Balloon Fiesta Global Meetup to Albuquerque. Also in October, we're going on a group trip to Oaxaca for Dia de Muertos. And then we just announced this and it's almost already sold out. We're headed to Tanzania in 2028. We're partnering with a woman-owned safari company. Oh my gosh, everyone only sees blue. Okay, hold on. Let's try minimizing this. And I'm gonna see. Let me know if you see me now. The comments are a little bit delayed, so sorry for the like going back and forth. But let me know if you see my face now. So Albuquerque and Santa Fe. Hopefully now you see these. Oaxaca, Mexico, and then Tanzania, we're doing a woman-led safari with this really cool woman-owned safari company called Stillwater Safaris. We have one spot left on that trip. But every year we're doing 2 to 3 travel experiences and excursions together. So it's really, really cool to be able to go out and, still can't see the screen. All right, you know what? Let's do this because I know that this live streaming was having some trouble. I'm going to go and actually share my screen rather than this, and then we'll make this a little bit more fun this way. Thank you all for letting me know in the comments because sometimes we just don't know what we're supposed to be looking at and we just sit there. Oh, somebody sees me, but they don't see any slides. Very interesting. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove this. Okay, you can all see me. Beautiful, perfect me, I know. Then I'm going to share this, which hopefully can get you where you want to be. Let's see if it happens. Okay, now let me know if you see what you want to see. You're going to see me and you're going to see some magical slides. Man, you just saw me talking the whole time. You all are such a good audience. You're just sitting there listening and taking it. And like, nobody's questioning. I'm going to expand this and hope that it works. If I do, and you see the slides, then let me know. Hopefully that'll be good. But let's keep moving it along because there's, oh, good. Yes. Yay, 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 yay. Oh man, I hope that wasn't the whole time that you were experiencing that because I was showing slides, but that's okay. I can follow up with the slides so you can have them. It is more fun to just watch me talk anyway, to be totally honest with you, or at least I like to think so. So yeah, so these are some of our upcoming global meetups and trips that we have going on. Let me see if there are a couple other things that would have been helpful for you to have seen if you had seen them. But I think we're actually pretty good. This is a quick overview of some of our upcoming hubs. Oh, I wanted to see the slides for WITS and was wondering what. Oh, good. Okay, so let's like take this a step back for a minute. We've got you here, and then you can see them all. So I'll let you see this. Actually, it wasn't that much, actually. Yeah, so you're good. There's like, so look, there's like beautiful community. Look at us. I love us. There's the video. There's about membership. There's 3 different membership levels: traveler, creator, entrepreneur. Okay, now we're all on the same page here. There's all of the below benefits. Oh my gosh, that I just talked at you forever. So you've got our exclusive member app, you've got virtual events, you've got our small group travel, you've got our local hubs, And then here is a look at some of those global meetups and trips. That's where we are today. So we haven't gotten too far with that. This is a quick look at our local hubs. I don't want this to get like too, webinar explaining, so I'll kind of power through it, but I can share slides with you after. For those who are creator members, just to give you a quick sense of what's happening there, because there is so much more that you get just as, this is community, but also I think one of the things that I really love about Wanderful, and I want to show myself back up here again for a second so you can see both of us, is that one of this tagline that a friend kind of like came up for me the other day was like, we don't just put you in front of opportunities, we also help you nail them, right? So we're going to tell you about ways to help build your business, but then we're going to kind of walk you through the process. We're going to share with you opportunities to do a brand partnership or really cool gigs. We have this whole kind of gig marketplace in our creator community, but then we're actually going to help you land it. We have a sponsorship pitching mastermind that our director of brand partnerships, Lauren Cavallero, will put on, and she actually walks you through how to pitch someone. So a lot of these things, we do a Pinterest mastermind regularly. We have a mastermind with Photers Travel. The editor of Photers is literally coming in and like helping our community build and grow. So this is all about amplifying, about supporting one another, about helping each other, and creating spaces where we can all grow as travelers, grow as people, grow as badass career professionals, which is what we are. So it's pretty cool. Of course, so somebody wanted a photo of WITS. I'll have to make this one big so that you can actually see it. This is WITS. This is our creator summit. Our members get a special discount on their tickets. For those of you who are not members now, I want to say this, we're going to say this live on stage at WITS. For the first time ever, we're going to give a member discount on top of the flash sale for next year's WITS. So if you've been to WITS before, you know that every year at the end of WITS, we do a big announcement about where the next WITS is going to be, what the next destination is. We have this really big brunch. There's a big reveal. It's super cool. And then we do a flash sale. We kind of do like quick, get your tickets now. We'll sell out fast. So usually the flash sale and the member price are the same, but this year the member price is better than the flash sale. There's actually a code for members that they can use on top of the flash sale ticket to get the cheapest ticket available to any human. So I say this to you now because the flash sale only lasts for so long. So if you're thinking about doing this, signing up, being a member, and then using that flash sale code, which is inside the member hub, by the way, for anyone who is a member now, you'll be able to see it inside the member hub. We have like some post scheduled about it. That will get you access to all of that. So super fun. Okay. This isn't a WITS webinar though. Come back for the WITS webinar. We'll talk all about that another time. And then if you're an entrepreneur member, this is the last slide. And then I'm going to stop explaining at you and talking at you. If you're an entrepreneur, if you have a business, there are really cool ways to build that business within the Wanderful community. I host an entrepreneur mastermind every month that we have. And entrepreneur can be really self-defined. You could be a creator who's monetizing. You could be a travel agent or a travel advisor. We have a lot of those in our community. You could be a tour operator. We have a lot of women who run their own trip companies. And actually, we just launched a woman-owned, a member-led trip database. So you can now actually join and add any trips that you're planning and a special discount for Wanderful members. And we help promote your trip. We help get people on your trip because why not? Women helping women. That's what we're all about. Yes, to the comment, the sale will be offered at WITS. Yes, the answer is yes, 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 yes. The answer is always yes. I'm going to skip a look inside the member hub for now, because what I want to do instead, and you can all, by the way, do this. You can get a free trial if you sign up. If you do want to know more about that's an annoying, I'm trying to make these views look pretty because I have like the power to do that. If you do want to see what it looks like, there is a free trial in the membership. So go ahead. You can get that free trial. You can sign up and then you can take a look around. It's a really cool Mindy Network. If we have a little bit of time at the end, I can do that. But we have so many great, incredible members that are here in the back end that have been sitting through this entire thing so far waiting, and also just like passively going, oh my gosh, Beth doesn't know how to deal with technology. But they're here and they survived me and they survived this. And I want them to come in and tell some stories, some really nice like birthday stories. And so sorry, I'm like overcoming a cold. This is what happens when you have 3 kids. I was going to bring them in one at a time, but I actually think it would be like way more fun and engaging to make them all come in at the same time. So I think I'm going to do that. The thing that is stopping me from doing that. Okay, so everyone who's in the back end, I can see you very, very tiny. And I want you to like raise your hands up in the air and tell me if you're okay with all of you coming in at the same time. Okay, everyone's good with it. Great. We're going to do it. Yes, it's going to be good. So let's bring in some of our members. They're all amazing. Look, we're going to do some live birthday love. I'm going to actually stop screen sharing so you don't have to deal with the screen share anymore. You get to just like, you know, have that hidden for a minute. And let's bring them in one at a time. We've got Brittany in the house. Hey, Brittany. This is actually what a real party feels like. Nayla's in the house. Okay, come on, people. Let's come on in. Natasha's here. Oh, wait, no, I made Natasha go away. Sorry, Natasha. Come back. Yes, there you are. Okay, hold on. Everyone's coming in. Jen is in here. Come on, Jen. Oh, I keep double clicking. I'm kicking her out and then I'm kicking her back in. Okay, and Janine is coming on stage. Janine is literally in the middle of an estate sale. So like, this is what people do for their community, right? Is we be present and we perform. Everyone, welcome. Hey, crew. Did you know you'd be on a panel today? How fun is that? So let's think like maybe in the order of who needs to get out of here first, because I know you all are in the middle of stuff. Janine, I don't know, actually, no, your internet might be like a little funky right now. Can you hear us? If you talk, funky, can you hear? I mean, it's a little funky. I might just have you be to like smile and yeah, you just be here for the fun. And what I want each of you to do, you know, I'll start yelling at you once I can hear you better. What I want each of you to do is to share one favorite thing about being part of the Wanderful community. So, and also where you are, because I think that's really important. So in the order of who needs to get out of here and peace out early so they don't have to sit for a whole panel, who wants to start? Brittany has somewhere to be. Go, Brittany.
Hi, I'm so good to see you all. By the way,
I'm going to start talking and hope you can hear me.
Janine,
I've been part of. Is it working? Someone raise your hand.
Janine, we're kicking you out. I'm sorry, Janine. We love you so dearly. We're leaving you. Hopefully she's okay. Great. You know what? We'll apologize to her later, but we were not that. Everyone has been through a technical situation before. We were not going to get through that one. So Brittany, happy birthday. Happy wonderful birthday, Brittany.
Oh my gosh, happy birthday, wonderful. Okay, I'm so excited about this. So I just wanted to shout out something really quickly about the connection piece. And this is probably my favorite part is like, what a web that you really built. So Kyla Fedorowicz, who's in the chat right now, shout out. She and I actually worked together at a nonprofit like years ago. It's like my past life. So it's like so cool to see her here. So I was just telling you, yes, I am going to WITS. I know, right? I am going to WITS. I'd love to see you there. But she also, like, you're in Arizona, right? Aren't you in Tucson? I want to say you're in Tucson. We're like connect with me because we're going to do more meetups soon. So I want to see you there. So I'm also a Tucson hub leader. My favorite part though really is the community. Like it's a true community. Like Beth was so ahead of the game when she was like putting this together because it's like, you know, you have a true community when people are connecting without you there, right? Like I know that I can like go meet up with anybody and we have like shared values. We have a shared like mission in life. In my like personal life, it's kind of weird, right? Like what we do is so weird. Like for example, my May to June schedule, chaotic. I'm going to Chattanooga. 2 days later, I'm back to Phoenix. And then the next day I fly back to JFK. I'm going to Greece for a month because I want a free flight, which is so cool, right? Then I'm coming back. Like if you look at my schedule and I talk to people, they're like, how can you do that? And I'm like, how can I not do that? Like I am on absolute fire for what I'm doing. So when I talk to other people, I'm like, this life is weird maybe to other people, but to everybody else, like in this community, they get it, right? Whether they're like just traveling because they love it or because they're also a creator or because they're a business owner and they realize that like we have lifestyle businesses and like it goes with us. So I would say like that's my favorite part is the fact that other people just get it. You don't feel like you have to necessarily explain or justify yourself. Whereas in other parts of your life, you might feel the pressure to do that. So I'm just super grateful for that and for the opportunities. Like Beth is so generous, putting people like in front of the opportunities, but then also shouting them out. You know, like I remember she shared about my podcast services. I did not want to even share about that because I was like, I respect the community. I don't want to promote. And so she promoted me. She's like, we're just getting that out of the way. So I really love that. I love this whole community, and I love collaborating with other people. And I love that we can have like pure mastermind. So shout out to the blogging mastermind. Come to that. I would love to see you guys. You'll see when you join the membership that there's a calendar, and then you can just click on it. We're usually the first Wednesday of every month. And I love that community. I really love they're such close friends. Oh, is it just me now? Okay.
No, I just made it just you because you were like on a roll. So I was just like, we got to give her the stage for a minute. But no, we love you, Brittany. So Brittany runs this incredible blogging mastermind in the creator community, as she mentioned. And she's also on the planning team for our global meetup to Albuquerque. So heads up, New Mexico, we are coming. We're really, really grateful to have you. Thanks for saying all those nice things. I'll pay you your $10. You want cash or credit card later?
No, it's all true. I also I really personally admire, I know we talked about this too, like even like the idea of being a creator, like there's so many things that we think about, like, oh, this can only work, or even a traveler, it can only work if you look a certain way, if you live a certain way. So I think it's been really cool that I'm able to see so many different models, right? And like see, okay, this, like, I like this, I'm going to take that on. So it's all genuine. I really do appreciate it so much. And I actually do have to go. I'm so sad. I'm not going to hear all of your guys' things, but I'm sure I'll see so many of you at WITS. I look forward to meeting you all there.
Brittany, we appreciate you. Thanks for doing this on a busy day. And yeah, get out of here. We'll see you next week. One of the things that Brittany mentioned that I also actually wanted to bring up, because this is really good, is within the entrepreneur community, we're launching a new series starting, I think, in June. And it's called How I'm Building This. And the idea, because one of the things that I've talked a lot with are people who are like, maybe more on the experience level of content creation. I think every creator is going to be like, oh, I'm an intermediate. Like there's not a lot of people who are like, I know everything, but a lot of people do actually know a lot about content creation. And so for those of you who are really in the space of entrepreneurship and building a business, even if your audience is still growing, even where you are, sometimes it's not workshopping the thing that you want. You just want to see how other businesses run. And that's a thing that kind of Brittany mentioned on the side of like, sometimes you just want to understand like, okay, how does this person make money? Like, what are they doing? Or like, how are they building their audience? What are they doing? And so we're starting this new series. It's going to be a monthly series in the Entrepreneur Hub, hosted with me, fireside chat style. And each month we're going to bring in a creator who has built a lasting business. And we're going to ask them, I have like predetermined questions and slides that I ask from them so that they can say, here's my business model. Here are my revenue streams. Here's how they spread out. This is how, not how much money necessarily, but like what percentage of my earnings come from this versus this versus this. Here's how I've built my community. Here's so that you can really look underneath the hood of what they do. So you have things to compare to, which I think is going to help you with your business. So anyway, I'm going to stop monologuing, but I thought that was an important thing to bring up, that we always have kind of regular and new programming that's happening. So if you're a current member, that's coming. Stay tuned for it. If you're a new member coming in, get ready. It's coming your way. All right. Who's got to go next? This is really fun. It's like, who has the busiest schedule and needs to get out of here right now? Dun, 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 dun. We're also going to try to bring Janine back in here. Okay. Nayla or Jen, you guys can duke it out.
I'll let Nayla go.
Okay. Sure. Thank you. I do have a meeting just after this. So, but yes, great to see everybody. Thank you so much, Beth. Happy birthday.
Yay. Happy birthday back.
An amazing ride. I ended up, my first experience with Wanderful was around a WITS, and someone I knew through another travel community had mentioned to me, oh, we're going to Chicago for this women's travel conference. Do you want to go? And I live in Los Angeles, by the way. I'm from LA. And I thought,
not even close to Chicago.
Not even close. I'm like,
I don't know anything about this. You could be from Chicago.
Oh, here we go. Janine's back with her antics.
So I don't know, on a whim, I'm like, yeah, sure, why not? I'll go check it out. And just I had been to some other travel like bloggers and like travel type conferences, and there's just a different feel about it at WITS, like just very community based, very supportive, very, kind of grassroots. And I'm like, this is kind of cool. I like these people. So somehow I stuck around. You never got rid of me, Beth. I'm so sorry. Even to the point where, silly story, I'm at home doing something in LA and I get a text from my mother with a picture with Beth. My mother lives in Texas, and she went to Massachusetts and stalked Beth and found her at her coffee shop, completely unaware. So yeah, that's real. Now my family's involved too.
That's true. I do own a cafe in Boston, and if anybody's mother comes by, I will take a picture with her. So this is warning for all of you that I love a mom. So come on over. Nayla, you've been such a huge part of this community, and Nayla runs our LA hub as well, and has been doing it, is one of our longest standing hub leaders, has been doing it for like maybe 12 of the 13 years that we've been around. So thank you for all your dedication.
Yes, thank you. And thanks to all the wonderful people here in the chat today, all the great people I've met. I know it's a very constant thread to talk about the community, but it really is true. The people that I meet, the folks that you see, you hear from, you experience, the laughs, the jokes, all of it. It's really amazing. And it's so, so, so inspiring. So thanks, everyone. Happy birthday.
Thanks, Nayla. Now get on with your day. Jen, let's bring you in here.
Hi, guys.
Hi from the other side of the Boston area.
Yes, and I was being lovingly attacked by the foster dog, so I just had to like put her up real quick. But yeah, I've been part of Wanderful since 2022. I was going to Switzerland, and at the Travel and Adventure Show, they were doing like a spotlight on Switzerland, and I had heard of Wanderful before because of people in the area who knew Beth. And so it was great during that Travel and Adventure Show to get to meet some of the Wanderful members, get to meet Beth, joined as a traveler, leveraged the community when I was traveling in Brazil. There wasn't an active hub at the time, but there were still active members. And so I reached out to members and was able to like meet up with them, and they showed me around, which was great because I was a little bit apprehensive about some of the areas of Rio and doing it by myself. And now I've graduated in Wanderful to be the Boston hub leader. And so, I always love meeting people from the community, whether that's in WITS or locally here, or as I'm traveling, I always look at the different hubs that we have available and see when they have events. And so if I can, I try to plan my travel around them.
Jen is also our new membership onboarding specialist. And so if any of you come in and join the community, we do these 15-minute onboarding calls now that are one-on-one. So you get a chance to actually get questions answered, get some quick, like, okay, here's what you really should do. So, so a lot of you will see her. And if you already are a member and you haven't done one yet, then she can also be very helpful too, if you feel like you need a little bit of extra support. So,
and as you just saw, I throw back to my age maybe a little bit, but I talk as fast as the Micro Machines man from back in the 80s. So we go through a lot of information on those calls, and I always follow up with an email with links and like what we've talked about, so that way you are able to keep all of the information.
I love that. That's the only way to live.
Yeah.
Thanks, Jen. Thanks so much for being here. Appreciate it. I'm going to start kicking you out when you're all done talking, so that you have like the freedom and flexibility to go and not feel weird about it. So bye for now. Okay. Saying hi. And okay, we've got two more. So Natasha, you've been sitting here patiently. Would you like to come in? Janine, it looks like you're like sometimes in conversation. So maybe I'll give you another minute.
I'm greeting people at the door as I snuck out. So I'm just ready when you're ready.
Natasha, do you want to go first? Okay, let's do it.
We're going to give Janine the entire platform.
Yeah, you know Janine. We all tease her because we've known her for so long. So we're only mean.
I know it comes from a place of love.
So much love. So much love.
So much. I only have one hand right now, but this is a whole heart. Okay, so I have been part of Wanderful. See, Natasha completes my heart. I've been part of Wanderful since the very first WITS in various capacities, and from a speaker to an organizer to a host, of everything in between. And I could take up 30 minutes of your time, but
don't.
with all of the things that have happened from being part of, from friendships that I have made at the very first WITS, so friendships that have lasted over a decade, to amazing opportunities to grow professionally through the classes that are offered through. Beth is laughing. Through classes that offer you can grow personally and professionally, from having contacts all over the world, this global sisterhood where, you know, if you're an introvert or you're feeling lonely and you want to meet somebody to reach or to start a new friendship or get your bearings in a town. And if there's not a wonderful member there, there's somebody that's friends with a wonderful member there, which is also amazing. And it's just such a great connected community. Long story, I'm going to make short, but it literally happened this week. And it's a huge testament, I'm going to cry, to how amazing Wanderful is. And that is, I was in Boston unexpectedly. I had a dog going to a rescue in Maine. And while I was in Boston, I realized Boston's nothing. And I put a call out to every wonderful person I know in the area. And from Jen, who was just on the call, who only really met me last year in New York, stepped up to foster this dog. Another wonderful member passed her on to a friend who is adopting her this Sunday. Not a single person that I asked in the Wanderful community told me no. Any ask I needed, a crate, a meeting point, which was Beth's house, to pick up a dog. Another wonderful member donated. Like within one day, the dog's whole life changed. It was just supposed to go to a kennel in Maine, but every person stepped in to help. And that's not necessarily travel related, but it does speak to the sisterhood this community is. And it's just such a special, awesome community. Like, I can't say enough about it. They're such giving, loving people, and they're always there for you, even if you don't know them yet. It's great. It's well worth what you pay, and you get so much more for it, and it lasts for a lifetime.
Wow, Janine, you're really making me feel like I should increase our prices.
Go up, charge.
I don't think anyone's ever cried on a wonderful testimonial before. Thank you. That's so sweet. Also, you all get to see Janine if you come to WITS next week, because Janine is like our MVP of WITS. She is actually, because she lives in Atlanta, which is two hours away from where WITS is in Chattanooga. She received all of the shipments of all of the WITS banners last year when we were in New York. And now she's driving them up to us because we're trying to limit shipping because, you know, carbon. So she's, I mean, driving is a whole other thing, but the point is like not having to ship it back to Boston and then ship it out again. So you're doing some great work for us, and you've been just as much a big part of this community as it seems like it's come back to you. So
and I'm running an event on Friday called the Spark Exchange.
Oh, that's right. You are. Yeah. Oh, so you get to have all sorts of good short storytelling then.
Yes, I'm so excited. I can't wait. So hopefully I'll get to see a lot of you at the event on Friday or throughout the weekend.
Thank you, Janine. We appreciate
Thank you.
We'll
Love you guys. Happy birthday.
Hey, Natasha, you've been waiting so patiently. And then
Patience is my middle name. Well, you know that, Beth.
Wait, like literally
It's not.
it is?
It's not. It's
You
not.
got me. I was like, oh my gosh, it is? That is so cool. I'm going to start calling you Natasha Patience, by the way. So that's your
Maybe
new
I'll
name
grow
now.
some.
Congratulations to you. Hey, also, by the way, for everyone to know, Natasha is arguably the busiest person on this call because she is running a whole other company right now that is all about growth and like literal growth and farming, urban farming. And it is spring, which I think is like a really busy time to be a farmer. So thank you for being here and for like sitting through everyone's testimonial and still being here to share your own.
No problem. I don't know if you all saw that I went off camera, but I went off camera because a chicken just came into my house that I'm going to have to check on and see what's going on with her. So it's always so much fun over here.
So tell us what keeps you coming back.
Let's see. My first WITS was Milwaukee, 2017, right? I think.
Yep.
Anyway, 2017, I went on a whim because I was part of the Midwest Travel Bloggers, still am, and rode the train up there. I didn't know what to expect at all. And That was also the year that Beth was not at WITS because she was having a baby. So I mistakenly thought that Marissa was Beth. It just a whole thing. And I came
at the time. Yep.
and I came and immediately found folks who traveled the way that I was used to traveling. So I'm not a travel writer. I am not a travel influencer at all. I am just someone who loves to travel. As a matter of fact, coming from Chicago, my husband and I, who is the most loved spouse of anybody I've ever seen before in my life, will be driving from Chicago all the way down to Chattanooga because that's what we do. We road trip. And it's always been so amazing to me to see the different types of travel. And with Wanderful as well, I have been able to process a lot of grief. And people may not know it because I'm considered a Sour Patch Kid. So I think I'm also the slowest talker of everyone who is on this panel. I also have a very, very resting face. So don't think that I'm upset. It's just my face, literally. But I was welcomed into Wanderful in 2019, onto the staff in 2019, May and June. I think that's when we started, right? May. And immediately on being hired, my brother, my babyest brother, was in a single car accident, and ended up in the hospital. And he passed 33 days later. And immediately, Beth told me to take off time and sent flowers, something that speaks to the community here. And then ever since then, I think that I've had something to grieve at each wonderful event that has happened. Poland, I grieved losing an ovary. In Kansas City, my grandmother had just passed away. In Salt Lake City, I learned immediately off of getting off the airplane that my mom's best friend, our aunt, had died. And each and every single time I was given the room and the freedom to be who I was and to cry and to still be involved in everything that Wanderful has going on. And for a lot of us, I know that travel tends to be therapeutic. And one of the things that I got to do in 2019 as a staff member was to go to Morocco. And that was immediately after my brother had passed away. And I questioned whether or not I should have been traveling at the time. But there was so much that I learned about myself. And I learned about carrying grief with you and carrying the memories of your loved ones. I was able to ride on an ATV in the Sahara Desert. I am afraid of heights, but I did it with my Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle shirt on. As an ode to all of my siblings. We are turtles. It's a long story. And cry. I cried. I got to cry in the middle of the Sahara Desert. I got to cry while I was driving the ATV. I got to cry as we were, walking through the market and no one knew what was going on. But I was able to still be able to enjoy the act of travel and the act of meeting people and the act of womanhood and sisterhood, and was given that space. And that was very, very important to me. Okay, this year, we are not grieving anything. Okay, that's what we're saying. We're not grieving anything. So I'm looking forward to being my fully wonderfully chipper self at the conference. They laugh because literally just dry humor all the way through. But you'll notice me around. I help Amanda walk-ins with the volunteers, and we make sure that all of the folks who come through enjoy themselves because we want you to, and we want you to continue coming back. And there's no other community like this at all. There's no pretentiousness. If there is, come tell me. I'll get rid of it for you. We don't do respect of persons. Everybody is equally important within our community, and that's something that I really love about Wanderful. So If you have not joined, I would greatly encourage you to. And the OG people who joined when we first opened, you'll know me from the community because I was the one getting you all over there and welcoming you. So she's not getting rid of me either. So that should also be an indication when you have a founder of something, and even if you don't work for them any longer, you still stick around, and you stick around because it's a good place to be.
You know, it's interesting that I thank you for sharing all of that. You know, I love you. And what I find really interesting about the Wanderful community is that we actually do have quite a few people that join after a period of grief. And what we found is that I really believe that there's a very strong connection between like a life transition of some kind and solo travel. And I think that, you know, while people are like, oh, it's only if you travel alone. No, we're a collective of women who love to travel in many ways, but we also really empower each other to like be comfortable in our own skin and to go and have experiences on our own. And I still remember the first Wits. Were you at the first Wits in Chicago?
No, I'm Milwaukee. Milwaukee was my first.
That's right. You said Milwaukee. Yes. So the first Wits in Chicago, we had Evelyn Hannon, who is the founder of Journey Woman. Journey Woman is a women's online women's blog that's still around today, but she has since passed. And she did the keynote, and she did the opening keynote, and her keynote was all about how she joined, how she discovered her kind of love of travel after her divorce when she went to, I think she went to Belgium by herself and spent the entire weekend crying on a park bench. And like, that was literally her keynote. I still remember it today, but I think that goes to show that those are experiences that are they're like unique, but also so universal. And to be able to have a space of sisterhood and community when we're going through things and having travel be kind of the medium of that is really beautiful. So thanks for taking the time to share that. And I can't wait to see you at Wits next week.
Absolutely. We should also do some sort of program called Where I've Cried.
Yes, we're going to do that. Okay, we're totally going to do that.
Where I've Cried.
We've got
my camel. The camel is the best one.
Yes, absolutely. I'm going to let you lead that one. In the meantime, you have a chicken to catch. I'm going to kick you out of here. And
see ya.
Thank you. Thanks for being here. Everybody, I hope you see how real this community is. I know we've just got 3 minutes to spare, so I'm not going to spend any more time. I just want to show you the last couple of things, which is how to actually come and be part of this community if you aren't already. So if you already are, I'm really glad that we keep you around. Go ahead and drop in the travel go and drop in the travels. Go and drop in the chat what your travel story is and what keeps you here. But if you haven't joined yet, this is how you do it. You can go to she'swanderful.com/join. I'm actually going to drop a QR code in here too, because it's our birthday, but we're giving the gifts today. So if you're new to the community, we're actually doing a very nice special. You can get 25% off your Wanderful membership for the first year today. So right now, these are the prices as they stand. But if you sign up, you can use this code birthday 2026. I put a QR code on the screen as well. Then you can save some money, go take yourself out to a nice lunch, and be part of the community at the same time. And we're doing this extra special thing because it's so fun. And for the person who's reading the Wonder Woman book right now, don't pay attention to this next part because it's going to make you mad. We're going to give away a copy of my book, Wonder Woman. I'm going to show this so you can see it too, to everyone who signs up today. So if you sign up for a membership today and you're new to the community, come on in. You get to use this code, birthday 2026. And I'm going to send you a copy of my book. You can get it in an audiobook. You can get it in an ebook, or you can get it mailed to you, to your house, whatever you want. So come on and do that. I hope that this has shown you what a special community we are. Whether or not you're new to our Wanderful member community, I hope that you've enjoyed this. It's been like a nice little celebration of sisterhood. I don't think we get enough opportunity to just reflect and think about our evolution, think about what's brought us here, think about the relationships that have helped us be who we are and helped us move along the way. So for those of you who have been part of this journey for the years that we've been around, thank you. Thank you for doing this. Thank you for being here. Thank you for participating and engaging. I think it was Brittany that said a real community goes on even when the organizer isn't part of it. You know, it isn't about me connecting people with each other. It's about you connecting to each other and building these real relationships and having these lifelong stories. And that is the most important thing. So I hope that if you come to WITS, that we meet you in person next week. If you make sure that you come and say hi and introduce yourself, I'll probably be something like this, like running around, but I'll be really excited to meet you. There is a member meetup that's happening at WITS. Don't forget, before the Bessies. So go check it out. They're going to give you free apps and drinks. So like, obviously you want to go. If you're not coming to WITS, that's okay. We've got an incredible online community that's ready and waiting to welcome you. We also have our local hub network where you can check in and go have dinner with somebody and go meet up with someone. I hope you've enjoyed our little birthday party and our little celebration, whether it's our videos, whether it was sharing stories from our members. Oh yeah, there's the little like, and get a special copy of my book. I just kind of like skipped over that right now. I'll share this nice thing, whether it's just being able to find a community that feels right for you. I really appreciate you all. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. A great weekend, long weekend for anyone who's in the US doing Memorial Day weekend. And we'll catch you next time. We'll be in your inboxes with a link. And I can also send slides to anyone who wants to miss them. But in the meantime, go enjoy. Thanks for being here. Bye. Happy birthday, Wanderful.